Hello, I am Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz on September 4, 2012, 2:36 a.m. Israel says never again. That is their motto. Never again. Israel, 1948, May the 14th, became a nation. Israel, 1948, May the 15th. One day later, they were attacked by the PLO, Jordan, and Egypt. 1948, November 16th, Israel won that war, including the spoils. 1955, Syria, Egypt, Jordan came against Israel. Israel won, and they added land. 1956, Britain, France, and Israel together took the Suez Canal to keep it open because Egypt wanted to close it after getting their butt kicked by Israel in the prior war. The 1967 war, Six-Day War, Egypt, Jordan, Syria, Kuwait, Nigeria. Egypt won and gained even more land and spoils of war. 66 through 70, Egypt, Russia, Jordan, Syria, Palestine. This was the war of attrition. Israel won. 1973, the Yom Kippur War, October 6 through 26, Egypt and Syria. Israel gained the Sinai and the Golan Heights. Israel won that war and gained more land. 71 through 1982, Palestinian insurgency in South Lebanon. Israel launches Operation Litany, the first large-scale war against Lebanon to prevent losing the Golan Heights, which is a main barrier, of course, against invaders. It's like a buffer zone. 1982, the Lebanon War. An assassination attempt was made on Israel's ambassador to the United Kingdom. The IDF got their man. The IDF, as we know, is the Israeli Defense Forces. So, 1982 to 2000, the South Lebanon conflict. 87 to 93, the first Intifada. 2000, 2005, the second Intifada. 2006, Lebanon War. 2008 through 9, Gaza War. 2009 through today, rockets hit Israel at the rate of 60 a month. Except the last 3 months, they've increased over 300 a month. And actually, since then, they have increased once again. Israel has not lost one single war since becoming a nation in 48. I don't want to jump the gun. Let me go on. It's all because Israel cannot be divided. Israel cannot be taken from the Jews. Never again. No country can or will beat the Jews. And they should know that by now. Now, interesting, 1991, October 30th, the perfect storm. George Bush lost his house in the strangest perfect storm, labeled the worst in North Atlantic history, at precisely the moment he was seated in trying to get Israel to give up land. 1992, August 23, Hurricane Andrew. Its course tore through Miami, Florida with a $30 billion price tag. The hurricane hit while Land for Peace was underway with George Bush and Israel. 1994, January 16th, California earthquake. Bill Clinton meets with Syria's President Assad in Geneva over peace talks and giving Israel's land up to the PLO. The 6.9 earthquake, as you know, was second most destructive in American history behind Hurricane Andrew. 1998, January 21st, Benjamin Netanyahu meets with Clinton in the White House. The Prime Minister was coldly received, and Clinton refused to have lunch. That evening, the very time the meeting was supposed to be taking place that didn't happen, TV news broke about a story between Clinton and Monica Lewinsky. Again, the hour that the lunch was broken. During that time is when it happened. 1998, September 28th, Hurricane George. As Secretary Albright works on final details and giving up 13% of Judea and Samaria, George slams into the Gulf Coast. But it stopped and it stalled. I'm going to make a point. And it stayed there until Arafat's airplane left the runway. The moment the wheels of that plane left the runway in Washington, the hurricane dissipated. I said the other day about Isaac in a blog, and I said it 2 days before. I said, y'all watch Isaac. If it stalls, that means that we're doing something with Israel. It stalled. And it stayed until the meeting was over. When the meeting was over, the hurricane moved on. When are we going to learn, y'all? 1998. Texas flooded between October 15th and the 22nd. Again, Arafat and Prime Minister meets at the Eye River Plantation in Maryland. Giving up 13% of the land, the worst flooding in Texas and San Antonio history. The rain stopped on October 22nd. That was the day that the meeting was over. 1998, the 30th of November, market capitalization evaporates. Arafat comes to Washington to meet Clinton and give land to Palestinian. There's 400 million in market loss, to 3 billion market loss, to 1.7 billion market loss. The Dow Jones dropped 216 points. In December 31st, the European market had its third worst day in history, losing billions of dollars, hundreds of billions. 1998, December 12, Clinton is impeached, and he was at a meeting with Palestinians to give up land for peace. 1999, May 3rd, the powerful tornado or super tornado on the day that Yasser Arafat scheduled to declare a Palestinian state with Jerusalem. Texas was hit was the largest storm ever clocked, 316 miles an hour. And the devastation raked across the country all the way to New York. October 1999, hurricane, earthquake, and Dow collapse as Jewish settlers in 15 West Bank settlements are evicted, and they were ripping them apart, cleaning them up at the same time our country was being ripped apart and cleaned up by disasters. I'm going to run out. Let me close this, and I just got another few minutes. Jody Wolf, Expoz.